Alrighty. There we go. This is a late morning or early. Late morning? Early morning? Late morning, early night. No, that's not right. Early morning, late night. Took the Perseus out last night on. We did TSG. Actually, run the whole TSG in the same Perseus. She did good. We actually filled the belly up with torpedoes, like the storage bay, the cargo hold, and which I was able to get it right here. I was able to get the hold 48, and not including the torpedoes that come in this part. Oh, it looks like I actually have. Huh, this is showing. Oh, it says I rearmed it. I rearmed it. That's right. But we run through all the torpedoes. We had none left. But we so we did all the battles, and it was nice to see that that when I did TSG in Evocati, the enemy ships you were fighting was not Perseuses and Paladins and Hammerheads, so that was nice to see. Yeah, we fought a bunch. I couldn't believe how many Perseus and Hammerheads were coming at the end of that mission. And then we fought the Mauler, and it took a while, but we was able to finally take it down. I feel like we fought it for an hour, but the whole mission took us 2.5 hours. Right now, I'm going to take this back to Grimhex because it doesn't seem to dock anywhere. Lear Hoey. I'm probably saying your name wrong. Greetings from Denmark. Love your SC content. Thanks. Appreciate that. What time is it in Denmark? Maybe 7, 8 o'clock? I got the refuel bug. If you ever get that refuel bug, you can turn hints on and off, and it usually gets rid of it. Usually. $10:45 in the morning. Okay. So you're 6 hours ahead of me. Yeah, I usually get up pretty early. Usually not this early, but I had a bit of insomnia I get from time to time, so I figured, well, I'll see if anybody else is up with insomnia. But then again, a lot of you are all around the planet, so some of you are just up because it's time to get up. Did y'all buy any new fancy ships from Defense Con? Got the M80. M80's good. I consider getting it. Um, I really like my F7A Hornet. I'm pretty good in it, so I don't know if I'd be uh, so much better in it, but it can hit harder on bigger things, especially with cannons. Well, I'm not close enough, ammo. There we go. Yeah, I wish they would fix, from what I understand, the docking thing, where it makes you dock even in places, because this fits in a large hangar, but it keeps telling me to dock on the docking collar is a bug. Solo Perseus, at the moment, I'm just taking it back to Stanton. Me and the film crew kind of took it out last night and did the TSG mission. Now I wasn't able to dock it at a station, so I'm just kind of taking it back home. But it did good. We did the entire mission out of the Perseus. We had one Perseus fully crewed. I had extra torpedoes in the cargo hold, so I had 48 extra torpedoes. So we would have somebody reload those. The only bad part was we had to come to a full stop to reload, because when you're tractoring the torpedoes right now, if the ship's moving, they kind of don't move with the ship. They tend to want to fall out. You bought it mainly because it looks awesome? Hey man, that's the reason I buy most of my ships. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I was going to ask if Solo Perseus is good, because some say yes, some say no. Depends on what you're doing. So, if it's just to eliminate like one target, I say even if it's maybe even a player target, like on a bounty, depending on if they're by themselves, you don't really know till you get out there. But the torpedoes are very good. and it does come default with electromagnetic, and they did lower the prices on those, and that's what we took out last night. So I had like 48 extra electromagnetics on it. So if you just wanted a solo torpedo ship that's cheap and easy to rearm at the moment, that's very tanky, and it has PDCs, it's not a terrible option for doing those kind of missions. If you gotta go kill a single target, like even if it's got backup, just kill the one target and get out. Like if it's like eliminate so and so. But if it's like where you got to kill all the targets, then if you're solo, it's not that great because you won't be able to torpedo everything. By the time they'll get too close to you, and then you'll have to resort to running through the ship, getting in the guns. And you do have the top guns. I mean, you got these. The pilot does get these top guns, but I mean, you'll never. Most stuff you'll be fighting, you won't get a lot of time on target with it. It's kind of, last worst case scenario, I guess, is when the pilot needs to use these guns. But yeah, there's certainly a mission loop you could do with it. And it holds a lot of torpedoes. So if you kind of stick with those missions where you just eliminate the target, fill this thing full the cargo bay full of torpedoes, you could probably do a few play sessions before you'd actually need to go back and rearm or repair anything. Now just waiting for the next hotfix so the ironclad will stop killing me. Yeah, I gave the ironclad a low score just because of that bug, because it's part of it. So hopefully they get that out quick. Otherwise, it's a great ship. I love it. I mean, it looks great. It's got a lot of personality. Does a lot of things, but the de-docking every little bit is very frustrating. It's a cool feature. I mean, it's always good to put new tech in. So I guess I'm gonna chalk it up to new tech growing pains. But I hope it's one of those things they can fix pretty quickly, and not something that'll be drug out over, months, years. I was trying to make some money to buy torpedoes, so I was doing uninsured cargo hauling. So I took the ironclad out. I started in the hull B, which is my pledge ship, and I kind of have the ironclad as a loaner for the event the CIG gave me to test out. And so I started with the hull B. The hull B is super reliable. I have not had any problems with the hull B. And then I was like, well, the ironclad will haul like almost four times as much, so I can make a good bit more money on this hydrogen. So I was buying hydrogen. I forget where I was taking it. It was all in Stanton. And I made 3 runs in it. Okay, like nothing terrible happened. Like it would de-dock twice each run. Each run it would de-dock twice, like always in the same spots, which was weird. So I figured it out. I'm like, okay, so I should be okay. But then the last time, so I don't know if it's timing or what causes it to de-dock, but like I missed one of my jumps, so I had to make an extra jump. And then I was turning the ship. I was nosing it over, but I was nosing where the module would be going toward the rest of the ship. It started to de-dock then, and it just kept nosing over into the ship and was merging with the body of it, and then the module exploded, and it was kind of in dead space, and it had a little over 1 million credits worth of cargo on it. So that was a fun time going back and trying to slow boat to it to get the stuff off, which we did. We found it, but was not an ideal situation. Sounds good. Actually, I have pending upgrade to Perseus from Tiburon. As soon as you're fed up with Tiburon, you'll switch to the Perseus. Yeah, I mean, we have almost fully crewed the Tiburon. Uh, it does what it's supposed to do. I definitely like the Perseus better. I think it's more satisfying when the guns fire, and yeah, but I think in tandem they would work well together. And we were almost going to do it last night. We were fighting the Mauler, and we pretty much not soloed a Mauler, but we had a fully crewed Perseus. That was the only thing fighting the Mauler. Nothing else was there. It was just us and the Perseus against the Mauler, and it took forever. We used up all of our torpedoes. We had already used a lot of torpedoes, but we had used up the remaining supply of our torpedoes we had on board, and we run the front Medusas out of guns, and we run the uh, almost run the rear out of guns. We had, I think he had 100 shots left in that bottom gun by the time the Mauler exploded. Which he wasn't doing anything to us, because I guess he has the Mauler has all energy weapons. So, like occasionally, like he really couldn't get far enough away from us to use his lasers. We were just always staying like behind him. The ship's just too nimble for him to get his lasers on us. And the other ships that were attacking just, I guess they're just light fighters essentially. So they couldn't really get through. Nothing could really get through our shields, even the Mauler's PDCs. If ever a couple times the shield did get pretty low, and I turned shield face, and then come back up. So we really didn't have a problem with the Mauler in this, other than it did take a long time. Yes, CIG said they have found all fixed bugs except the air one, and should be fixed any day. What's the air one? Like no atmosphere or something? The ones that come to mind is the lighting bugs and the um oh goodness, what is it? Oh, the module. Too much? It can kill you with pressure? Oh my. I have not experienced that. Is that just in the Ironclad, or is that in a couple things? I don't think I had that one. I definitely, well, I died in the Perseus last night. I think it was because I froze to death. We're running the environmentals pretty low. I don't think I turned it on in time, but I'm not 100% if that's what it was. I was very focused on the battle. God, that's such a ginormous ship. Come on, 18. Who's in this air traffic control? It'd be neat if there was actually NPCs in there. Oh, you know what? I got the, I just remember I got the blueprint for the crossbow last night. I know the fellas, they went back to loot. I was too tired to go back and loot. Maybe I should call them again. I would like to land now. I'm not sure why I don't have a shield face on the left and back. That's weird. Like I should. What if I try moving the shields just to the back? Interesting. Reset shields. So I don't know if I'm actually missing shields or if it's a visual bug on my HUD. Because I should be fully repaired at this point. Unless my shields have worn out, maybe? I'm gonna check that as soon as I land. Let's see. Let's go see what's wrong with those shields real quick. Because I don't know why they would be... To be fair, I have not experienced component wear yet. I'm pretty sure that is a thing. I know they tuned down or they calmed down, whatever way you want to say it, the engineering gameplay since everybody's ships were catching on fire. Oh, man, I got some. That's gun. Oh, turret. Man, turret. Okay, guns. Oh, yeah, here's something back here. Yeah, oh, that's not what I want to do. Well, that gun's red. I could have swore that I repaired everything. That says power plants. Gun, power. But I don't see anything about shields there. I wonder if I can repair from... Oh, I guess I can't repair from here. I should be able to from my turret, though. Yeah, I'm real happy with the Perseus, though. Like I don't have anything bad to say about the Perseus. And I don't know if this was just me. I'd have to test this, but I'm pretty sure when I had the cargo bay full of torpedoes, that it handled a lot slower. I felt like it, but I don't know if that was like me thinking it was doing that or if it was actually doing that. Oh, that's the wrong thing. This is what I want. Okay, repair. I like keeping the blemishes if I can. If you don't do that last little 1 credit, that's what repairs your paint. So as long as you don't do that, it should repair your ship and everything, but leave the paint weathered, which is what I like to do. Huh, the gun's still red. So... Or is it a fuse? Because these aren't guns that I can purchase because these are bespoke. So I'm not sure what I'd have to do about that. Unless it's like I gotta store it kind of thing. Store it and pull it back up. And these paints look good when they start to weather. They look, to me, they look all right when you know, when they're all new and fresh and clean. But when they start getting dirty, man, I think that's when the ship starts looking its best. That's when they start looking really good. I would like to have them like this when I do a scooter video, but the only problem is I'm trying to get a scooter video out pretty quick after a ship launches, and there's just not a whole lot of time to get it weathered, and some ships weather slower than others. God, this looks good. I like this paint so much better once it gets weathered. Pretty much all of them are like that for me. Just look, it's got like dirt and grime and stuff. That's awesome. That's my, I think that's one of my favorite things. So what are your guys' thoughts on the Squadron 42? I've heard a couple different things. I saw Paul Shelley, Astro Historian's video, and what he was saying, which he said to chalk it up to rumors essentially. But there's rumors that Squadron 42 might not be coming out until 2027. And then there's also rumors that they're going to make some kind of announcement at, I'm going to call this the wrong thing, whatever gaming events. It's not Gamescom. It's something else that's coming in like 5 or 6 days. You like that ship? Is it the Aurora Mark II? Yeah. That's the Aurora Mark II. That's the Perseus. Which I do like the Aurora Mark II. I do like it a lot. Agreed. Your Apollo looks legendary after a few missions. Running the trauma team looking. Oh, yep, that's a good looking one. That's a good looking one. Yep, Witch King, exactly. Weather paint definitely gives it character, which is, to me, the most important thing when buying a ship is character. Like my ships, like Tiburon's not mine, that's a loner. The Asgard's mine, the Hornet's mine, Paladin's mine. Ignore those. Dragonfly's mine. Ironclad is loner. Pitbull's loner. The Shiv is mine. The Wolf I won. It's the only thing I ever won from CIG is the Wolf. Took me that's the reason I started making a YouTube channel, was try to win a ship. It only took me like 5 years. The whole B is mine. Pulse M80's a loner. Aurora Mark 1, that's mine. And Perseus. So I definitely have a type of ship that I like. Oh no. I did hit the go down button, right? Yeah. Man, don't don't lose my ship hanger. I worked hard to get that paint weathered. Oh man, CIG. Moving to storage, man. They're taking their time moving to storage. I guess some fellas working the graveyard shift. Well, I wonder if we can get to another hangar while it figures out what it's doing. Because what I would like to do is go take a... Well, that's not a good sign. Oh, there it goes. I would like to go do some of those salvaging missions and maybe find some good components. That's what the 18 does to your ironclad during storage. Dre, I'll try to keep. You'll try to keep your fleet divers limited to 3 and 4 crew members. Always struggle to find players who want to man a turret or a station. Oh, well, finding players for turrets is easy. You should start a YouTube channel. It's hard, man. Like I do, the YouTube thing. I got lots of people help, but like even for me, it's hard to get turret gunner sometimes. It's not an easy thing to do. It's not. And my solution is, and I said this a while back ago, and I think they're kind of going. I think they're going that direction, but I think there needs to be like guilds essentially. So for example, to encourage people to be a turret gunner or to be a deckhand on a ship or an engineer on the ship, there needs to be guilds in those, and you gotta like serve time on somebody else's ship, right? So if I want to get my rep and badge up in turret gunning, I gotta serve X amount of time on somebody's ship, like in their turret gunner. Like I just can't be on the ship. Like I gotta be on there and like I gotta shoot stuff. And let's say like I would imagine you'd want to calculate it by like time and like enemies killed, right? If they could track it that way. And yeah, just do that. And then when you rank up, you get stuff because credits really don't mean anything to anybody. People want stuff. I've done missions for paints that I didn't care about just because it was stuff to have. Like, well, I might could use that paint one day for something. And so I feel like if they offered an incentive like that, so like the stage 1 of being a turret gunner, you get like a bomber jacket with a patch on it. Then the second one, you get, I don't know, a special gun skin. Then like top tier, you get like a ship skin or something. And then just have it and keep people from just like burning out on it. Or just run through them one time and never doing it again. Just have it change every month or every couple months, whatever kind of makes sense, where people have enough time to kind of run through it, but then to do it again, so you'd be encouraged to keep doing it, so people would still be able to get turret gunners, because there'd be people wanting the new shiny item. But that's just my opinion on what I think would help. Give them gunner script that lets them buy skins. Oh, that's a good idea. Gunner script. Yes, Mold, that's a good idea. Like a script. Like, yeah. That probably makes more sense, probably, I think. Because if you just have like a store that you can buy stuff from, you got to have the gunner script, then that might be easier to do. Yeah, I like it. There we go. We figured it out. Right, everyone wants to fly, not man a ship. Have no idea how they should encourage it, but your idea sounds like a pretty good one. Yeah, I mean, I think it would work. I mean, it was the same thing that with the, the cargo hauling, sort of. I mean, definitely seen a lot more people helping to get the cargo hauling skins. Well, I can't call anything here, can I? Oh, I guess I can claim stuff. Well, I'll just claim this and see what happens. Yeah, I actually like turret gunning. I mean, don't get me wrong, I certainly like to, captain my ship. I mean, that's kind of the point of most of the game for a lot of us. But I do like turret gunning, because all I gotta do is sit there. I can do it with one hand while that's enough Ritas, feed my face and eat snacks. Insomnia rule today. Strat Cat, what's happening? You got insomnia too? Welcome to Wicked Wookie's Insomnia Hour, where sometimes I wake up at 4 a.m. I'm actually surprised to see so many of y'all in here. I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with me. Chug my cruise down. Oh, can't eat that. All right, let's go see. Did I call the shiv up or did I just claim it? I can't remember. The train dusk, yes, insomnia. Sometimes it gets me. Oh man. Especially like when the weather here gets hot and humid. Because I have like a window unit. Because that's the only thing that'll like keep my room cool. And usually it's fine. But then like halfway through sleep, it gets like too loud to me, so I'll reach over and I'll turn it off. And then it gets hot again. So it's like, okay, do I listen to the AC super loud in my ear or do I be hot? Those are my options. J Ray, you work the graveyard, so it's really cool to get a catch a stream. Oh, nice. Working a graveyard shift. I've done it, man. I have done it, and I feel for you. Let's see, where have I worked the graveyard shift? In college, my first, I worked second shift initially for for Bosch, a company that does, Bosch makes all kind of automotive stuff. I was in the section that did oxygen sensors, and that was a second shift job. So I'd get up in the morning, I would get to college at, it was tech school. I would get to college technical college. I was doing, at that particular time that's just regular classes, I think, but I was going for land surveying, which I thought was dumb, and then switched over to radio and TV broadcasting. All right, we're going to have to figure out something else here. But yeah, I'd get there at 8 o'clock, go to school until like my last class was at 2, I think. And then I would book it to my job that was about an hour away. but not close to where I lived at. And neither one of them was close to where I lived at. So I book it down the interstate, get to work at 3, work, what was it, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 3 to midnight, I think it was. And then go home. So by the time I got home, it was like pretty much 1 a.m. And go to sleep, get up, do it again. And I was so stressed out. Like, I didn't know stress could cause nosebleeds, but I had nosebleeds like all the time. Strat Cat, you're a sunlight kind of guy. Graveyard shift is the worst, man. Some people like it. I do not. I do not like it. Let's see, which way? Nope, this one. I'm gonna go reset my my spawn point so we can kind of just backspace back to Orison to get access to some ships. It's rough. And then, but the true third shift that I did, see, I think I did a couple. I did while still in college. I did a security job at a hospital, and I also did security work at is essentially an insurance agency, but it used to be an IBM building. The hospital one was interesting. It's probably the most interesting job I ever had, just because of the stuff you see that comes in a hospital. Especially through the emergency room, man. The emergency room is nuts. Like, you couldn't make up this stuff. Like, you couldn't make it up. It's insane. The most insane things happen at a hospital. I'm 41 years old, and I've done a lot of jobs, and still, then the hospital takes the cake for most crazy things. Like, everyone should work at a hospital in some function, at least like a month of their life. Whether it's like in the kitchen, security guard, a janitor, you know, you don't got to go be a nurse or doctor, but, you know, something so like anybody could go experience it just to see the crazy things that happen. And it's just anything, like just all kinds of crazy things. Your dog wakes you up at 6 a.m. No choice in the matter. Yeah, my dog, man, she'll sleep all day. I have to wake her up, get her to go out and pee. Why did I come here? Oh yeah, the hospital. Did I pass it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, and then the other one, the security job that was at nighttime was at, it was essentially an insurance company, but I was getting there as everybody was leaving. So literally, this was like a 3-building complex. The place was gigantic. It used to be an IBM building, and it's funny because it was an old IBM building, but yet they had nobody used them, even when I was in college. But they had booths, like booths for telephone calls, like a row of telephone booths, and it was just like privacy booths, and it was kind of cool. But it's just one of those antiquated things that nobody has a use for anymore. All right, we're going to backspace to Orison so we can have a ship. But yeah, man, that place, it was a little bit creepy, but it was in a city. It was like in the middle of a big city, but the complex was gigantic, and I had this little scanner wand, and because I want to make sure you were like going and patrolling and not just sitting there watching TV, which I would do a lot. I would pretty much just. I think Netflix was just early on in. This might have been pre. No, I don't think it's pre Netflix. I think it was Netflix, but I don't know if it was Netflix I was using. But I remember I was downloading Weeds, the show Weeds. Like I was downloading that to my laptop, and that's what I watched was Weeds the entire time I worked there. And get that off there. But yeah, but they had this little wand you had to go, and it would take you about 30 minutes to walk the entire campus to boop all the little wand booper points so they know you were there. But it was spooky, man. Like offices at nighttime when nobody's there. I didn't have a room. I didn't have a word for it then, other than it was creepy. But now it would be like it was very much back rooms. Very much back rooms, and it was just the most uncomfortable thing. And this was before backroom games were even a thing, because I just called it creepy. But yeah, there's a lot of truth to that, man. Like office spaces are creepy, and there's this one part. I forget. I think it's on like the 4th floor. It was all carpet. It was all bright orange carpet for some reason. Everybody's cubicles had carpet. So it was like a super muffled room. Just like the most muffled room. It's like, I've never been in an anechoic chamber, but I feel like that is as close to an anechoic chamber as you can get inside of an office building. And it's like it was so uncomfortably quiet with nobody in there. I hated it. God, I hated going in there. Like, I would rather be outside in the middle of the woods. You're old enough to remember payphones, but actual booths not so much. Yeah, I remember payphones. See, this was even before, like, my time, the booths. This would have been, like, a long time ago. This was, like, back when IBM was, like, a relevant... Well, I guess they haven't been a thing. I don't think IBM turned into something else. I don't think, but you know, this was like when IBM was like the PC powerhouse of the world. Hello, ma'am. J Ray, yeah, my office is between 2 nursing homes, so I'm fairly convinced it's haunted. Tell you what, man, like I'm a very I like to think I'm a very scientifically minded person. Like, show me data, show me proof, show me, you know, results. I don't believe in ghosts, but that office building was haunted. There's no such thing as ghosts, but I'm telling you, that office building was haunted. I think haunted can be just a place that's creepy, right? If it's creepy enough, you know, ghosts don't have to be real, but it can be haunted in the fact that it's so creepy that you feel like there's stuff watching you. I don't have a fear of heights per se, but I do have a healthy respect for them. One time a crazy lady escaped and tried getting in. So one time when I was at the ER, this, you know, our security booth was right there at the I was patrol the whole hospital, but the security booth was literally at the ER, and I'm sitting there, you know, hanging out, you know, watching the monitors because we would like rotate what we did. Anyway, so I'm sitting there watching the monitors, and I can see out the front window, you know, because I see all the ambulances come in from right there, and you know, people dropping people off for emergencies, and an 18-wheeler rolls up, and the driver gets out, walks over to the door. Walks this lady gets this lady out of the cab, and she's walking fine. Like, she doesn't look like she's in any pain or, or she doesn't look drunk. I mean, she just walks like, normally. And he comes and uh, he puts her in the ER, and I can see them, and he says, "All right, she's your problem now," and then just leaves. And we're like, "Is she injured? What's wrong with what's wrong with her?" And he just gets in his truck and leaves. And this lady was nuts. Uh, she she was I don't know if she was on something or had issues, but she was like hallucinating witches, and it was just the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I had to make sure, like, they ended up putting her in a room. Anybody that was like mentally unstable, they had one specific room they'd put these people in, and it's also the only room that doesn't have a doorknob on it, so they could just leave at any time. So the room for the people who might be mentally unstable and might hurt themselves is the one room that you cannot lock and make sure they don't get out. So my job was to sit there and make sure she did not get out, because there was literally not a doorknob on the door, and it was so dumb to me. So I had to sit there the entire shift and watch this lady, and the whole time she is just, you know, going off the rails about seeing witches, and then she's like, "I'm going to cast spells on all these people." She's like, "But not you. I like you." And she was sitting there saying she was casting spells on everybody else in the emergency room, and I was like, "All right, I appreciate you not putting a spell on me." It might have been J Ray. It might have been. It might have been. She they did have to go give her sleepy time medicine, because she was oh, how do I say this? She wanted to try to put on a show for people, and at that point they're like, "Hey, let's let her go to sleep." And it was very strange. I was like, I think that was my last day. I think that was it for me. When the patients try to start stripping inside their room, uh, time to wrap it up. I got school in the morning. This is too much.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
All right, let's see. I think the shiv would probably be okay for what we're gonna do. 18,000 credits. What else I got? Oh wait, I got my Asgard. Asgard would be good for this.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
All right, while this comes up, guys, I'm gonna get me some water real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. You have an Asgard as well. You're afraid to fly in case it decides to disappear. Ah, you Asgard ain't gonna disappear. Maybe a station might make it disappear, but it itself should be fine, right? Had one from Levski event, and it did great, but sadly just doesn't fit. Bottom in game. Oh, I see. Sorry. Yeah, bottom in game. Yeah, I mean, they're what, 11 million, 14 million? This is, so I didn't kind of realize this until maybe a week or so ago. This is my favorite ship. 'Cause I never knew what my favorite ship was. You know, doing machinima and scooter videos, I'm always in a different ship all the time. Like I'm always jumping ships. So like, let me rephrase that. Solo. If I'm by myself, if I'm just by myself and I'm just playing the game and I'm just, you know, doing my thing, stuff that I want to do, I'm gonna be in the Asgard. I love the Asgard. It's just I like flying it. I like how it flies. I like the guns, the way it looks. That I can haul anything I need to haul in it. I think it's a good size. This is my favorite ship. I love the Asgard. I had thought about, because I was looking at my fleet, you know, and I was considering, you know, trying to like melt stuff and maybe get like, you know, the Kraken, but I know like the odds of like getting that with credit and stuff. And I was like, man, I don't want to lose my Asgard. Like, I love my Asgard. I like having it at the beginning of a patch. It's just such a good ship. It's such a good ship, and it's really, really tanky now. So if I'm just like going and doing stuff, it can take a lot of hits, so I can get away. I'm not really gonna. I mean, it's got good weaponry, but if you don't have a gunner, you don't. It's not really nimble enough to fight light fighters and stuff. But you can take hits long enough to kind of get away and get where you need to go. Asgard is 17.8 million in game. Okay. Strat, you love the ship too? Is a perfect daily driver? Yeah, I think so. Like, when this ship came out, I made a video on it because I liked it so much, and I still do. But there's, what do I have in here? Oh, I don't know. Why do I have missiles in here? I don't know why I have a stack of missiles. Oh, I was trying to rearm the missiles. I was trying to rearm the, I forgot about that. Oh, I better make sure I got a max lift. I think I got a max lift in my backpack. Yeah, so I couldn't, I don't think it lets me, oh no, it did let me. It did let me. You can rearm that missile pod up top. It's a pain in the butt and not really worth the time it takes, but you can rearm that missile pod by hand. Oh no, I'm suffocating. I know, I'm getting your helmet, man. Just hang on. I don't know why there's not oxygen in here either. Alright, tractor beam. Let's go find us some components. Didn't they buff the HP of the Asgard? Man, it feels like they did. It definitely feels like they did. Like, I'm not the best person for knowing when stuff got updated and the whole HP's getting moved around, but it definitely feels like it. Yeah, there's the two. Oh, I guess I could have rearmed this while I was sitting there, but oh well. There's the two missiles that I put in myself. Talon Core up late, up early. we had a late night, and sometimes that does throw off my sleep, and especially like now it's hot and humid here where I live. So I went to bed at like midnight, maybe a little bit after midnight, which is rare for me. Usually, my old ass is in bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm in bed. I drink my warm milk and go to bed. I don't really drink warm milk, but yeah, I'm usually in bed 9:30 or 10. I didn't go to bed till 12, and then I woke up like at 4 a.m. and just could not go back to sleep. So I was like, well, I'm probably just gonna stay up. I'll see if anybody else has insomnia. Talon, 2 a.m. for you. Ooh wee. So have you been up, Talon, or are you? I'm assuming you've stayed awake since then. Ravi Fox, have an early morning yourself. Coffee cheers. Yeah, cheers. Yes, Track Hat, man. Just Google uh, Greenville, South Carolina heat or weather, and it'll tell you like our humidity. Hot and sticky outside, man. Not as bad as Florida. Florida's definitely worse. But pretty much when you walk outside, it feels like somebody threw like a hot, wet sweater on your face. You did have a nap at work? Plus R punched? I don't know what R punched is. Fayetteville. Oh, you in Fayetteville? Man, one of my best friends lives in Fayetteville. Oh, Witch King, your daughter lives in Greenville? Nice. Oh, it's an energy drink. Okay. Yeah, man, a lot of people moving to Greenville, so you know then. Like, Greenville is growing rapidly. Oh, near Colorado now? Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. One of my best friends and her husband live in Fayetteville. I keep meaning to go up there. I've never been to Fayetteville. I keep telling her I'm come up there and visit, but it's like a 4.5 hour drive, so it's a little bit. Zen, damn, 95 indoor humidity. Yeah, it's rough. I man, it's I've been to a lot of places. Usually when we travel, it's fall time or something. But I remember in 2017, we took a trip and went to California in the summertime. I want to go see the sequoia forest. I think it was Kings Mountain. I think is the area. It's like 3 hours north of Los Angeles, so quite a ways above LA. Like so, you're going up in elevation, I think, a bit. But so we get there, and it's the middle of summer. So like we just left South Carolina, where it's like breathing through a wet, hot sweater. Then we get out there, and it felt like fall time feels here. And I was like, my God, this is your summer? They're like, yeah. I'm like, I'm just gonna stay here. But it's also kind of like a desert, and things are very, very expensive. Like, very expensive. All right, what am I looking for? I'm looking for salvage. Salvage. Let's see what we got here. What kind of ship do we got? Does it tell us salvage? Am I missing it? Tell me what this ship is. Am I just reading over it? Yeah, we'll accept it. I think it's just saying strip to claim. I may have to rent the little salvager ship to get better ships, but we'll see. Uh, Dova Swing. Luckily, things are that muggy in Tennessee right now. It did just wake up, let your dogs out, and have them almost sprayed by a skunk. Crisis averted. Oh my god. Well, right now, uh, there's a hint of dead mouse or field rat under my house that is creeping its way up through the floorboards. It is not pleasant, but it does happen. Like once a year, something crawls underneath the house and dies. Well, if it's a rat, possum, some kind of a varmint, and it's like right where my computer is. Like it's my computer right now is in my bedroom, and normally I would just move to another room of the house, which usually isn't a big deal, but my computer table has become this amalgamated creature now with all my flight sticks and everything on it, and it's like it takes me a 4 hours to dismantle this thing, get the legs off of it, to move it through the because it's butcher blocks. It's also heavy. It's butcher blocks, so it's not light. So it's a 4 hour job to move this, and I was like, man, do I spend 4 hours moving this where I can't smell the dead varmint, or do I just suck it up and wait for that sucker to go through its process? So I just got the window open, air conditioner's blowing, so it's not too terrible as long as I don't think about it. You remember a 100-degree day and 100% humidity? Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep, flight six pedals. And really, uh, Arif, what's up, buddy? Good morning. Insufficient fuel. Oh, hey. Do I have insufficient fuel? Am I literally out of gas? I guess I am out of gas, ain't I? I didn't refuel. It's okay though. We can fix that nowadays. Contracts. I was just on it, wasn't I? So, yeah, I don't know if y'all have used this fuel thing yet, but these guys, man, they I don't think I did it. These guys, they roll up. Oh, okay, I didn't select. Okay, refueling service. There we go. Denied because I have a crime stat. I got a crime stat of 1. I got like a parking violation. I mean, it ain't like I murdered people. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, can I make it to this station? I cannot make it to that station. I'm so close. Well, I wonder if anybody in chat will bring me fuel. Because I don't think I can make a beacon I don't think I can make a beacon for a player. I don't think. Let me double check. Because I think it just automatically does NPC. Yeah. Oh, man. Well, why am I on cruise control too? That's weird. Well, our options are backspace. I don't particularly want to lose my ship. We'll see if anybody will. Anyone got a refuel ship? I need gas. I feel like this is a bad idea. I'm gonna get murdered. Got a crime stat 1. I think we might be backspacing. Step 1, check your fuel. Step 2, make sure you don't have a crop stat. I feel like 1 is a bit I think we're just gonna backspace. That's gonna be faster. Well, she was a good Asgard. Self-destructive so it doesn't keep popping up on radar or the HUD, hopefully. Parts of Germany remind you a lot of Colorado mountains, trees. So I drove to Colorado 2017. We took a trip out there. We took a lot of trips in 17. But we drove to Colorado because I got a little Volkswagen Golf GTI. I might sound like I drive a pick 'em up truck, but I drive a Volkswagen Golf because I like to carve up the mountains. But we went to Colorado, drove out there. Kansas sucked. If y'all live in Kansas, man, I don't know what y'all do. Some parts of Kansas were nice. Like it looked kind of like here, but then man, because we were just driving. I was just trying to get to Colorado, and we got to Kansas, and I can't remember the interstate, but there's one interstate that runs straight through the middle of Kansas, man, and there wasn't nothing. I think the only thing we saw in Kansas was like 2 gas stations, and we stopped at one little small town that had that was like a winery or something. But like from like the interstate, from the road, there's just like it's just flat. I've never seen like flat because I'm in the mountains, right? I'm used to seeing mountains in the Appalachia or the beach, you know, because that's not far from, you know, it's a 3-hour drive from me. But yeah, like the east half was fine. The east half looked very similar to here. They had hills and stuff. You know, no real mountains that I could see. But when we got in the middle, man, it was just there wasn't anything. I was like, man, there's got to be something out here to look at. But there wasn't nothing. And it got dark, and like we were just like watching Netflix, like on the dashboard while we was driving down the interstate. Because I mean, it's just a straight road. And then like in the distance, I seen a city. I'm like, oh man, that's a big city. They might have like, you know, a good restaurant or something. And I was like, man, that's a big city. It's just seeing all these lights. And I'm looking on the GPS, and she, you know, the girl I was with, she was like, what city's that? I'm like, I don't know. It's not on the map. And then we got close enough. I realized it was not a city. It was just giant windmills. The first time I had seen giant windmills, and it was at nighttime, and I thought they were like skyscrapers or something. I was like, oh, I'm dumb. But I did get to see how big windmills were. Windmills are gigantic. Hall Riviera, uh, Appalachia West, North Carolina. Here, nice. What part of North Carolina are you in? Hendersonville, Asheville, Brevard. Packing. I didn't even see a packing plant, man. But as far as I'm concerned, the only thing that's in the entire state of Kansas is a Taco Bell gas station and a Wizard of Oz winery and windmills. That's it. There's nothing else there. Oh wait, no, the cat lady. I forgot about the cat lady. There was on the way back because we were doing Airbnb, and coming back, we stayed in Kansas. Stream spazzing out. Oh no, but it's good for you, Strat. Yeah, it says good for me. It says excellent. Yeah, so this is good for on my end. So on the way back, we because initially we didn't stay a night in Kansas. We just drove the entire day through Kansas. But coming back, there was the cat lady. This was such a weird Airbnb. It was me and my girlfriend, and we had booked this days in advance, and we get to it's just a little Mill Hill house, which is fine. I mean, I'm very familiar with Mill Hill houses, and so we get to the house, and like a child comes to the door, and we're like, is this address? Yeah. I'm like, do you have a parent here? And then like the mom comes to the door. Oh hey, yeah, come on in. I'm like, all right, you just let your kid greet strangers who are coming to like sleep here. That's weird. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So it was late. It was already late. So we kind of, she tells us, you can make whatever you want. And then like we walk like into the rest of the house from like the little foyer type room there, and this lady has cats everywhere. When I say everywhere, like the first thing that I saw was like 5 cats on the kitchen table, like on the table, like 5 of them. And then there was probably like 20 more just like on counters and cabinet tops. I was like, oh my God. And then my girlfriend's like, we're getting murdered. We're going to get murdered. She's going to feed us to these cats. I went, probably. I was like, but I'm real sleepy. I was like, what do we do? And well, we don't want to be rude, because, I say, I don't think trying to be polite is a Southern thing, but it's definitely, expected of us. So I'm like, well, we can't just like leave. We just got here. We'll hurt this lady's feelings that we don't even know if we just turn around and walk out. That'd be rude for this lady that's going to murder us. So we like, okay, well, we just got to get like a couple hours sleep. We'll sneak out like really, really early. And so we go, and like, the house is super creaky, man, like super, super creaky. And God, I forgot about this. So we get kind of like settled in, and she's got like the oldest blankets I've ever seen. It's like rickety. It's like furniture from like, they brought over on the Mayflower, right? Like, that's how old this furniture is. Like it's older than the Mayflower. It came over on it, and Mayflower is new technology to bring this furniture over, and so are the blankets, man. Like the blankets, they smelled. They smelled like history. So we get in this, or we get in the room, and it's so uncomfortable, and we're just trying not to move on this bed because it sounds like it's falling apart, and we definitely don't want her to think we're doing hanky panky in this house, because we've seen Jason. If they think that's happening, we are getting murdered. So like we're just like trying not even to breathe hard in this bed. That sounds like it's got arthritis in it. So I have to get up and like go to the bathroom, and like I get up, and we've already been there like 2 hours at this point. So I get up, we haven't slept a wink. We're just wide awake, you know, waiting to get murdered. And I start to walk to the bathroom, and it's like got the old doors on it. Like the inside doors might as well be an outside door kind of thing, you know. That it's got like the brass doorknobs, and there's like always like, you know, 3 inches of gap at the bottom, sides and top everywhere. And so like I go to walk, and before I even grab the door handle, like I step on the floor, and the floor gave enough that the wall also gave enough so that it popped the door open, right? That's how old this house is. So the door, like I step and it's like creak, and then the door goes ka-tunk and opens up, and the door slowly opens up. I haven't even grabbed the door handle yet. And directly across the hall is the lady sitting there, like on the edge of her bed watching TV with her door open. So our door slowly opens, and then she kind of just looks at me, turns her head without turning her body, and just like is smiling. And it was like, hey. I was like, hey. I was like, I was going to the bathroom. Okay. And she just never turns her head back. I'm like, oh my God. And I was like, Abby, get your shit. We're going. We're leaving. She's like, okay. She did. Normally, she was the kind of person who was just like, wait something out. She was immediately, man, we bolted. We drove like another hour and a half to a hotel, man. Never again. I have not stayed in an Airbnb since. It was uncomfortable.
Visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
So anyway, that's my Kansas story. Yeah, for real. It was oh, I didn't mean to hit that button. Dang it, I always do that. I keep calling the wrong one. I want the insured one. You know what? It's fine for this. I can get it later.
Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit.
Never going through Kansas again. Well, if I go through Kansas again, I ain't stopping at no Airbnb, man. I tell you that. Drive past Kansas via Texas. Man, I'm telling you, I bet if we didn't leave, I would have never got to play Star Citizen and do YouTube videos, because I would have been eaten by cats. Like, I feel very sure she would have fed us to her cats, because she had too many cats. She can't afford to buy them all food, so she lures people there. She can just use the people for cat food. And I know a cat will eat a person, man. Cat, like, I know a lot of y'all have cats, but then y'all can probably vouch for this. You tell me that your cat wouldn't eat a person. I think your cat would eat a person. I've had cats when I was little. They would totally eat a person. I would like to think my dog would not eat me. I'd imagine at some point she would, but I think it'd be like, you know, it would take a while, and then she would like cry, you know. It'd feel bad about it, but a cat, I don't think a cat would feel bad about eating its owner. They would just be like, yeah, I've been waiting for this meal. Oh, did I hit the wrong one? There we go. Strat, you're a dog person? Dog person for a reason. Brexia, you would have said, yep, see you after 5 cats. Yeah, I mean, I've certainly had cats. And my dad's got a lot of cats now. My dad was never a cat person. And at his old age, he has, I don't know how many cats he has. Like, he's got a bunch of cats. I don't think he's feeding them people. His cats go and just hunt like field rats. Wookiee flavored kibble. Cat delicacy. Yeah, man, I definitely prefer dogs. Dogs to me are easier. I know there's an argument be made that cats are easier to maintain, but I don't. I've not had that experience. But I have a very smart pit bull who's very well trained, who's also like 12 years old. So she understands most of everything that I'm saying to her. You know, we have conversations about uh, quantum particles and things. Cats are great pets for someone who wants companionship but doesn't want to take care of. You see, I don't. See, I don't. I think I don't agree with that though, because cats to me, man. I think it takes more to take care of a cat, because a cat, you know, you got the litter boxes inside. You got to clean the litter box, and then you got to refill that thing plus their food and water. Then the litter box gets, like, when they're scratching and stuff, that gets on the ground. Now you got to sweep and mop and vacuum or whatever. So now you got to do all that extra stuff. My dog, I just put water and food down, and then in the morning I let her out. She goes and does her thing, and I let her back in. There's nothing to clean up. I don't got to clean up anything. And I don't have to buy poop sand. Now, I don't know those, but I haven't had a cat long enough, I had one when I was a kid, and when I was a kid, we had litter boxes. So maybe, I don't know, some of y'all, can your cats go outside if you open the door and go do their thing and come back? Because they're smaller, so maybe they got to be let out more, and that's why you got to have litter boxes. Like my dog, man, she's got about a 10-hour window. So for 10 hours, she can, like, hold her bodily functions before she'll do anything in the house. It is a rare occurrence that she has an accident inside. Like, she's got to be, like, sick or something. One of your uncles say you want to know what it feels like to raise a teenager to get a cat. Jaybird, it's 3 a.m. for you? Insomnia as well. Cats remove everything off the shelves. Yeah. Yeah, man, they like countertops, man. It's like you gotta make sure you ain't got stuff that can be broken. But they are good for keeping mice and rats away and spiders away. Like, I mean, so in that instance, they're better, because a dog ain't going to keep none of that stuff away. A dog will keep, like, big stuff away, but not small stuff. At least not my dog. Like, if it's got to be bigger than, like, if it's not like possum or bigger, my dog doesn't care. She will lose her mind at a possum, and also deer. Which is you know, it's funny. My dog, she's getting old. I think she's kind of going. I feel like she's probably got bad vision. I think she needs some glasses or something. I feel like her vision comes and goes, because there'll be times when we've got a sliding glass back door, right? And there'll be times that she's sitting there and she sees, like, the faintest hint of a deer, like, through, like, the trees, and it's like, you know, barking at them. And I'm like, what are you barking at? And I gotta like, look and like squint. I'm like, oh, you see a deer you see that deer? Okay. She's like, wigging out. She sees a deer. Then there's other times when I have seen this dog go out, and maybe it's because she just had to poop really bad. She goes outside to poop and pee in the front yard, and I look out there. I'm like, oh no, there's deer out there. She's gonna chase them, and she doesn't see them. They're literally like 20 feet away from her, and she run out so fast to go to the bathroom. Like the deer didn't have a chance to do anything because initially a deer will freeze for a second before they run. They want to see if you see them, and the deer just like freeze when they see the dog run out, and Rebel's doing her thing, and the deer are literally 20 feet away from her, and she never sees them. But yeah, she can spot them from inside, like through the glass door, through, 100 feet of trees. So I don't know if she's far-sighted or near-sighted or she's something. Jaybird, you was watching flat Earth debunking videos, and your son walked by and said, "If it were flat, the cats would have pushed everything off by now." I mean, yeah, that's the most scientific thing I've ever heard. That's very true. The Earth is flat. I don't know if she still thinks this, but I know Millie Bobby Brown. Is that her name? Millie? I think it's Millie Bobby Brown. The girl from that played 11. She did an interview where she said she's pretty sure, as she was in an airplane, which I guess that doesn't matter, but she was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Earth's flat. It makes sense." I was like, "Oh no." Oh well. I can just take this whole ship. So, now how does it know? I guess I got to scrape it, but I kind of just wanted to see if I could just take its components. But I guess that doesn't count though, does it? I'll actually have like scrape this stuff to get bigger stuff with better components. Let's see what it's got in it. Because I can't remember what a... I can't remember what a Gladius has as far as components. Alright, let's open up everything. Climb back out. Oh man, I'm hungry. I'd get DoorDash if it wasn't like, $40. Alright, what do we got for shields here? Oh, we grabbed the whole thing. A secure hide. I don't know if that's any good. I feel like this probably doesn't have the best components on it. Love salvage at C1 Spirit, one of the best size 2 quantum drives to get. Okay. Almost forgot to like the smash button. The smash button. Man, look at that. Perfect. It's just all ramped right in there. I think I lost a shield or something on the way. Legitimate salvage. Yeah, I did lose a shield. Oh well. Oh wait, there it is. I can't believe I've seen that thing. I am blind. Alright, so I don't think it's going to, I don't think it's going to count this mission until I scrape that. But we're next to a station. I think I can... Well, I seen it the other day. You can rent the little RSI scraper. So we're gonna go rent that. The C1 is equipped with a Jaeger. Okay, that's good to know. So I need to get to where it lets me have a C1 then. All right, we'll jump to this yellow core. Get a little scraper, see if we can't work our way up to a C1. Also know like the Vanguard series comes with good drives. The Vanguard comes with also a Jaeger. The Harbinger does anyway. The Caterpillar comes with a Pontus, I guess is how you say it. That one's pretty decent. But I actually like this. I like going like this, taking stuff off ships. Like scraping them isn't my idea of fun, but getting components off is for some reason. I would like to. Oh, there's my hanger. Turn off my targeting computer. So for anybody that may not know, if you get tired of all your HUD stuff being up and you can't see where you're going, if you click really fast on the face cam button, on and off real fast, you can do it in a way that it bugs out and it takes away your HUD display. And it'll bring it back when you do, like, so I went into third person camera just now, and when I go back, all my HUD stuff's there. Excuse me. So if I do it again, so all I'm doing is hold this face cam button, right? But if you do it fast enough, like that, it gets rid of it, so it clears up your vision. You just salvaged a few Deadbolt 5s from Vanguards? Oh, I was trying to... Does anything come with size 3 Deadbolts? Nothing comes to mind immediately. I was thinking about that today, if any ship comes stock with Deadbolts. Or, well, specifically size 3 Deadbolts. Store that. Yeah, man, it does. Man, this just looks so much cleaner. I can see stuff. Yeah, I get distracted by the HUD, especially like when you're in a big group of people and you're trying to like, y'all are trying to get on the same ship and you don't know if you're going to hit the ship or not because it's just a glob of names. The Stinger. I think the Stinger comes with oh, this doesn't have a cargo a mining. This isn't a mining station. Well, never mind. Well, let's find a mining station.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
This will get the ship back out.
Please visit us again.
Sentinel. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, that's good to know, too. You got files, because I'll put, I think, no, I already did. I already bought them. I spent like 1,000,000 credits. I didn't think about pulling the parts off other ships, uh, because when I went to do that, it was a player ship and it was bricked, and for some reason, that made me think that I couldn't take anything off any ship, and I didn't think about NPC ships. So I paid like 1,000,000 credits for to put deadbolts on my paladin. And to my surprise, me and a buddy went out in the paladin with all deadbolts on it, all deadbolts, and we was gonna go do NPC missions to kind of see how viable it is, because that is slow. Uh, and before we could get out of Grimhex, we had 2 players fighting us. One was in an M80, and the other was in a Mantis. Is it the Mantis? Not the Mantis, but the Meteor, the RSI Meteor, and we actually killed both of them, and they were players. I was really surprised. Just that we're able to hit them with projectiles that slow, but we did. But now, to be fair, that the Meteor, man, it was tearing us up. Like, it hurt. We were red after that encounter, because whatever ballistics he had on theirs. I haven't fired the new Meteor guns. Well, I don't know which ones he was hitting us with, but it hurt. J Ray, if I'm component hunting, I'll take project site contracts and loot the abandoned ships at the bunkers. Well, so you can't do that, though. Well, I mean, you can do that, but the thing is, when you loot player ships, when they claim the ship, it bricks the components. Unless they've changed that recently, because that's what I was doing, and then then one day the components were bricked. Yeah, so for the NPC components, those are good. The last I tried, the player ones, unless they change something by design, the player component ships, like as soon as they claim it, uh, the ship and components will brick, and you won't be able to use them. Oh yeah, unless it's an NPC ship. Sorry, unless I think I misunderstood. Yeah, if it's like an NPC ship that got shot down, yeah, you could use those for sure. Yeah, I got a couple from Hathor. The doors were just like already open. I kind of just meandered in there. Oh, I guess I can go Pyro Gateway. They should have it. Pyro Gateway has a. Well, I guess it'll tell me. I can read this. Food court, clinic, landing pad, refinery. Yep, refinery is what we want. Yeah, Hathor's a pretty. Well, I guess depending on what time you play. If you play like early in the mornings, Hathor ain't bad. Which I guess that's certainly an option we could go do. Hey, you know what? Let's do that. Let's go give Hathor a shot. I don't really feel like doing the mining. I'll do that later. Let's go to Hurston. We'll do the Aberdeen one. Yeah, we'll see what the oh wait, I don't have a lot of bullets on me though. Pyro Gateway. Jay Bird, just want to say that you're a huge fan of my 50% off scooter videos. Appreciate it. I gotta do another one. I'm kind of not burnout, but I'm very very tired after this defense con of doing them back to back. Because usually I like to have more time to be in the ship. I usually like to be in the ship for like a day. So like when I make a scooter video outside of an event that's pumping out a different ship every day, I like to get in the ship, fly it around, because then I have more time to find stuff that's funny or make fun of, or something that the ship does. But when they're coming out so fast, it's like, okay, I gotta get this one done so I can do the next one tomorrow. But generally I like to spend a day, a good play session in a ship to get a feel for it. But during an event, there's not always a lot of time to do that. And when I go to write the video, usually I come in the game and I just sit and stare at the ship with a notepad up on my screen, and that's how I write for it. I'll just sit here, look at the ship, spin the camera around, and I'll probably spend an hour. When I'm writing script, probably an hour just sitting here looking at it, figuring out what I'm going to say about it, and walk around inside and looking at things. Love the Pitbull video. Yeah, appreciate that. I kind of ran out of time, but I meant to put a photo of my pit bull in there. But I ran out of time. Caterpillar video? Oh yeah, man. That's one of my first ones. I think the Caterpillar video was like the second video maybe Scooter ever did. Tired because of broken sleep from excitement after we blew up the Mauler in your Perseus some hours ago. Well, so I went to sleep after we destroyed the Caterpillar. I'm not cow. Oh my goodness. I went to bed after we destroyed the Mauler. Right, I logged out, and then that was kind of a late night for me because I think my time it was midnight when we got done. And I'm not used to staying up that late, so it kind of threw me off, and it's hot. So I woke up like at 4 a.m. and here I am. Welcome to Insomnia Citizen. J-Ray, you been here since day one? Dang, man. Yeah, I knew you've been here a while. Well, I appreciate you, bud. I think a lot of y'all have been here since, definitely since year one. I think a lot of y'all in here. It's funny, like in my first year, when Scooter was like starting to get popular, I guess you'd say. At least within Star Citizen, like, popular on YouTube, no. Popular within like a niche community of Star Citizen, a little bit, I guess. But CIG, they off and on they'll hire for a game capture person, and they only do that out of Manchester. And I applied for it, and then I sent them scooter video links and didn't hear anything back. And then one day, this was a few years ago at this point, but they reached out to me. He's like, "Oh, hey, we seen your stuff, we like it, and we're gonna offer you a job in our game capture department." And I was like, "Oh my god, that's awesome, dream come true." And then they said, "What part of the UK do you live in?" And I was like, "I don't live in the UK," because I just went on the website, man. I wanted the job, and then it's like it would ask the question in the application like, "Can you work in the UK?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess. Why can't I? Nobody's told me I can't." I didn't. I wasn't thinking like work visa stuff. I was just thinking like, yeah, there's no reason I can't leave the States. I'm not under house arrest or anything. And I wasn't thinking about it from like a work visa perspective. And they didn't have any work visas to bring anybody from the States over there for that role. So like within a span of 30 minutes, it went from I was offered a job in the game capture department to, "Oh, sorry, you're dumb," and they didn't say I was dumb, but like, sorry, but you have to already live over here or already have a work visa, and we don't have any. That was nice about it, but I felt dumb because I was like, "Yeah, I can work there. Why can't I?" Nobody's told me I can't. Because I was applying through, I guess, when it said, "Can you work in the UK?" I was like, "Yeah, why not?" Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I asked for days, for probably for that whole week. Really, I was like sending their HR person. I was like, "Man, I can work remote." I was like, "I can move to the UK." I was like, "Man, I'm sure there's some old lady over there I can probably get hitched to." Like, what do I gotta do, man? I was like, "This is what I want to do." And they felt bad about it, but they're at the end of the day, they can't. They got to work within the bounds of the country they're in. And I think some positions you can bring over for visas, but kind of just depends. And I'm sure they only get so many they can use, and right now the market is. I'm sure a lot of we're all gamers. The market is saturated with people who worked in gaming, who got laid off from the various from the various different gaming companies in the last year. Yeah, I mean, I think I could do it remotely. I even told them, I was like, "Man, y'all got a Texas office." I was like, "I'll move to Texas." I was like, "I'll work out of your Texas office." But they only do like the programming there. They don't do any game capture. Like every bit of the game capture department is in Manchester. But that's still the goal, though. That is still my goal. And in my mind, I keep thinking, if I just make a good enough video, right? If I just make a good enough cinematic, like not the scooter videos, but like if I just make a good enough cinematic or Love, Death, and Double Dog, eventually Chris Roberts might see it and will get me a visa to go work there. No one has told me this. This is just wishful thinking and hopium on my side that if I just make a good enough video, it'll happen. Yep, game capture departments only in the UK. Let's see, where am I going? Back to Hangers and Habs. Yeah, man, I was so excited. For 30 minutes, I thought I hit the lottery. I was like, man, I did it. I did it. And I was like, oh no, I didn't do it. Well, shit. Might as well get a vulture. Well, you're probably right, Talon, but I've come too far. We can't go back. I'm one of those guys who, if I've left the house and the coffee maker's on, and I realize that after I pulled out the driveway, we've come too far. There's no going back. I can't do it. I'm the worst to go with on a road trip, man. I do not stop. Like, well, I don't. What's the word? Like, I don't take. I mean, I'll take the scenic route, but it'll be like, oh, hey, look at that as it goes out the window or goes by the window. Like, I'm not one to stop at places on the side of the road. For whatever reason, my mind, like, okay, if we're going to this place, this is where we're going, and we're not stopping until we get there. That is the goal. I will not be sidetracked. Salvation's cooler than the Vulture. I like both. Have I done? I don't think I did. There's a couple of ships that I know that I did not do a scooter video for. I know I didn't do the Idris. I didn't do the little gray cat automated PDC one. And I didn't do... I don't think that I did the Salvation. I don't think. I can't remember. I don't think I did the Salvation. I feel like I didn't, but maybe I did. There's like, what, over 200 ships in the game, and Scooter's done a video for most of them. No, I definitely did the Fortune. I remember doing the Fortune. I can remember the thumbnail for that one. Yeah, the Fortune, I did the thumbnail, had like the red envelope background thing. And then some ships, like if there's variants, like I might group them together, like the Vanguards are kind of grouped together. Stuff like that. But I've done almost every ship. There's some ground vehicles that I haven't. Can wear a heavy helmet with a set no G resistance lost? Yes? No? I don't know if that's a question or a statement, but I don't know, or also thank you. I'm not sure. I don't ever pay any attention to anything that pops up on my screen. I am word blind when anything pops up there. That ship, what is that thing? This is the RSI Salvation. It will save humanity. This ship is so improperly named. Like, Salvation sounds like Uh, the Salvation sounds like something that would go toe to toe with Odin, in my mind. I mean, I get it, but I feel like it should be a much bigger ship. Think the set's bugged? Oh, I have no idea. RSI X pattern on top? Is it? I guess it kind of is, isn't it? I'd have to look at the. It's hard to see in this way top is right now. Now what I want, it looks like it does look like a giant flying squirrel. To me, it's like a flying Wally with its arms out. But I had a theory, a hypothesis, I guess, a conspiracy hypothesis. Um, I think there's going to be a variant to this, or if not, there should be. There should be a variant to the Salvation that is just a repair ship. Uh, I feel like that'd be a good place to start because it's. I mean, we do need like the big stuff. What is it? Not Vulture. I won't say Vulture. That's not the right word. But all the other repair ships that have people have pledged that are in concept or whatever. We do need those, but it does seem like it takes them longer to go back to do that stuff versus to make something new. But I would like to see this model ship, but a repair ship. So when you go out in your big ships like your Polaris and your Idris or whatever, you can take one of these with you and it can repair your ship. Because this just scrapes. But just swap out the beams and put make it a repair ship. Vulcan, thank you. Thank you, Talon Cord. Vulcan, that's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, but I think we need to repair one of these. I think that'd be awesome to have. I think those would sell, man. Golly, it'd sell. Whoopsies. That's the wrong button. And they can make a Salvation cargo variant pretty easy too. It works for a courier. Yeah, it works good for those for sure. Jaybird, sometimes I wonder if CIG just grabs random boxes and trash and model ships after a beer can, misfortune, a shoebox, ironclads, Chinese takeout box for the Salvation. I mean, a little bit. There's some things. I kind of felt kind of that way on the. Oh my goodness, the Wolf. Initially, I felt like, and I'm not a ship modeler, but like, it felt like the overall shape was a basic shape. Like there wasn't a lot of, like the silhouette of it. I guess the silhouette felt kind of basic in a way compared to other stuff that we have, like the Carrack, I guess an example, doesn't feel the silhouette of it feels very refined, I guess, to me. Even the Gladius, this feels like it's got like a lot, it's got a lot of angles, it's just that wing, it's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, then here. I mean, you have like a lot of angles in it. And some of the new stuff coming out doesn't have a lot of like these angles. It kind of just seems like a, what's the word? Like a unibody or something. Like just all one shape and nothing's like put together, and then they kind of just carve out shapes from it, which works with some designs. And I guess some stuff like that, it does save time, like when you're making ships. But I don't want them to get into a habit of making like these unibody ships that it's just a simple shape and blender. Then they go from there. I would like to see complicated shapes where it's it looks like it's been manufactured and not stamped out. I guess is the only way I can explain it. 2008 Honda generator to Clipper. Oh yeah, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, the Clipper I like. See, the Clipper I think they did. I think that's good. As ugly as a ship as it is, it does. It's very intentionally designed, especially with the asymmetry. Like I don't feel like they went in there real quick and Blender and just moved some shapes around and said, "Okay, that's good." It's very purposeful in the design of it. Like if you go back and look in the video when they were first talking about the wolf, when they were showing like the different designs, it did not change a lot from their little 3D thing, like the overall shape. Because I was looking at them, I was like, man, I don't like any of those, and it didn't change a lot. It just felt like it was too simple. Like in my mind, every ship should be a 1 year in development to make them as bespoke as possible. M80 paint was taken from the Audi Formula One car, it seems. I could see that. I need to go back because there were some paints that looked very familiar to me. Yeah, the M80 looks good, but you can definitely tell the M80 was kit bashed though. Like looking at it top down, it's like they started with the. To me, it looks like they started with the Saber Phoenix, and then kind of went from there. But specializes in a solo home. All right, so now I got to break this thing. How do I? Well, I don't know my keybinds for this. I got to bring up the cheat menu. Control hints. Fracture tool, left Alt W. Only major complaint with the Clipper is it can't take 4 SU boxes. Yeah. I rarely use size 4s though. I do 2s a lot, even for big ships for some reason. Ooh, was I too close to that? Deliver 1 SKU. Oh, I didn't know I had to deliver stuff. Oh, I hope I got enough off of that thing. How do I spit these boxes out? Well, not self-destruct. That's not the button I want. I don't do a lot of ship salvaging, so I don't know how I'm supposed to make these boxes be in boxes. Do I got to get out to do that? Oh wait, no, here we go. It's over here. Recycled material. Auto eject. I don't know if I even got one SEU worth. Well, I got one box of something. Well, I guess it'd have to be because I hadn't. Oh, no, so I guess. Guess I'll scrape this stuff. Or break this. What do I get out of here? I get metal. Let's see. RMC. Is RMC the stuff I scrape off? Right? That's not the stuff I get from breaking it, is it? Let's see. Fracture tool. RMC is scrape. CM is break. Okay. Well, now how do I? So I'm in the breaky mode, right? So shouldn't it be able to munch this up a little bit more? Like destroy it? Or did I already do that? I thought I was supposed to like vacuum it up. I think I'm missing a step. Oh, okay, it's this button. Oh, I see, okay. I see, said the blind man as he picked up his hammer and saw. Gotcha. Man, look at me. I feel like Zeus with all this lightning. .02 SCU. That's not a lot, is it? It is a little bitty ship. And dust. Alright, man, it's like, this might be like the first scraping mission I've done like this. Outside of kind of just doing it. I didn't know how to take anything back. I hope I got enough material. I guess I did. Like, what if I didn't get enough material and I destroyed it? Like, what would happen then? Am I just like SOL if I didn't get enough RMC from it? Oh, don't hit the turret. So I guess I need to... I guess, yeah, that wasn't enough of the other one to even get that out. Does the frame turn into RMC after it's collected, or is it just commodity for selling? Just scrape the next ship if you don't have enough. Oh, okay. But this is RMC though, right? Yeah, recycled material. That's all that it wanted. Confirmed. Oh my god, I'm a regular hole scraper. What did I win? Did I beat Star Citizen? Blueprints cinch scraper module. Alright, I'll never make that, but cool. These jobs turn into the RMC isn't much, and rounds up, and it rounds up to 1 SEU. I gotcha. So now I should have more jobs though, right? Now I should have like access to more scrapey jobs. Yeah, now we got 5. Okay, so deliver 5 SCU recycled material. Okay. Oh, this one pays 122,000. What is this? Deliver 4 quantum drives and 4 power plants. What are you getting 4 quantum drives and 4 power plants off of? Oh, that'd have to be multiple vehicles. I mean, well, everything only has 1 quantum drive, duh. Of course it would be. So this would give you, I guess, at least 4 ships to go salvage. Okay. You know, I may make a stream out of this where I go and just do. Kind of's been all over the place tonight, this morning, however you want to label it, but I may make a stream because I haven't done a lot of these, so I may do a stream where I just kind of try to run through the salvaging loop, stuff that I don't normally do, and then, you know, chat can help guide me because I don't know what I'm doing through that stuff. It'd be interesting to see that aspect of it because it's just a gameplay that I don't do. I primarily do machinima and then combat. That's my 2 game loops. Sell ships, make machinima, do combat. That's not bad though, 122,000. I feel like that wouldn't take too awful long. You got EVA, but I mean, I kind of like that. Can do very low risk bounties and collect components from dead cutters. So if you destroy a ship though, does it destroy the components or are they still salvageable and repairable? Like how does it, because I haven't done that yet. This isn't a bad looking ship. Full kaboom, no. Okay, soft. Okay, gotcha. You said that, I think. Soft death. Okay. So you want to soft death that, and I guess ideally in space, so that way it doesn't hit the ground and explode. Probably makes life easier. Okay. That's good to know. You won't need to repair the components, just dump them into the contracts. Oh, I see. For the mission ones. Okay, I got you. Okay. Well, guys, I am getting very hungry. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. All of our insomnias, if you're, you know, on this side of the planet, and those of you who are just up at a normal hour on the other side of the planet. It's been awesome hanging out with you guys. Fun conversations. I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to go to the Awful Waffle and get some breakfast, let the dog out, all that fun stuff. But guys, I really appreciate you, and y'all enjoy the rest of your morning and day. And I'll holler at you later. See ya.